Hoochie. I think I'm live, but the thing had something in front.
Let's
Hello.
do it
Yes,
again.
we are.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
Yahoo!
okay.
Ready? Yahoo!
Yahoochie.
Here
Hello,
we are
everyone.
in our outdoor home.
It's our outdoor studio. How do you like it?
Isn't that beautiful?
We're pretty happy with it too. Look how big my feet look on TV.
At least they're clean.
They are. They are that. Hello, all. Nice to see you. Took a couple of days off, but we're happy to be back.
Yes.
We have started the last and final week of the 10th planetary month of manifestation. And when I say week, I mean strong. We started the last strong. And in the yellow strong, we see the things that we've been doing for the previous three strongs coming to fruition, or plants being harvest time. That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Harvest time. And it's cool because, well, we didn't do the reading yesterday,
No.
but the week strong was started with a yellow.
The
So it,
yellow rhythmic human.
yeah.
Yeah, so us.
So that's another psychosynchronistic of the so many things.
The circles within circles within circles. But that was yesterday. Today, according to old Gregory, is Saturday, April 26th, 2025. But to the 13-month calendar, it is the 10th planetary month of manifestation, and today is the 23rd
Yes.
day of that
Ah,
month. Aurora's in our trailer. The outdoor studio does come with its distractions, don't you know?
yeah.
She's just gonna lay in his... Anyway, guys, thank you very much for kidding along. Today is the planetary moon's 23rd day. It is called the Red Resonant Skywalker, kin number 32, kin number 33. It's guided by life force, and we have a root chakra day today. And did you have something you wanted to talk about? Oh, it's the seventh tone. So the seventh tone is the central tone, where
Mhm.
all is lined up. Everything on the other side of this is higher stuff, and below this was just building up to get to the higher stuff.
And I think I know we are in the blue cosmic hand wave spell.
Mm-hmm.
But the blue cosmic hand is also the number 7 in the number of the 20 glyphs. And so when you hit this one and 7, it's like a new octave. It's
Mm-hmm.
like almost like that spiral with the 13 where you move up, and it's like that, except for it's at the 7 that it does it
Mm-hmm.
as well. So we've moved from these lower octaves, and now we're more into the multi-dimensional aspect of things, which brings us to Skywalker,
Indeed, please.
which is Ben in this book, and it has 2 pillars coming down with 2 pillars underneath, and they're not joined together. There's a line across the 2 bottom pillars, and that represents heaven and earth. And with Ben, it's like we are that space in between heaven and earth, the bridge, the conduit for heaven to be experienced on earth. So the qualities of Ben are fluid reference points, time space traveler, skywalker, angelic messenger, pillars of heaven, courage, compassion, and mysterious journey. And so it says that Ben is a Skywalker, and he's a time traveler and an angel that can assist. So it says to call on Ben when you need that extra oomph or wisdom or something. But also, like I say, we are also that.
We are
So,
that.
and I wanted to read this because this month, Michael didn't read the last sentence to what the month is, but it's actually in this quote out of this. It says, once you've been touched by the angelic presence of Ben, you are like a bell that has been struck. The cosmic tone, the new vibration continues forever. I am a struck bell, quote. Once struck, there is no return. May the light of my love flow into the lives of all that I touch and be gifted infinity. As you awaken, evoke the angelic presence of Ben, and you will remember that you too have wings. So
Mm-hmm.
that was a bit of the quote from earlier.
That sound in the books that I've been reading in the background of the 13-month calendar, it talks about that sound being at cross purposes to what is, and that what created everything. That sound, instead of the big bang, it's that big sound.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, because really everything that I'm reading and coming to know is all about music and sound and tone and octaves and from my understanding, we're actually moving into, as a collective consciousness, into a new octave, into a whole new musical notes to be experienced for us. So, woohoo!
Woohoo!
So, heaven on earth, you are it. Be kind and loving because we are love in motion. And know that you can make a difference in everybody you meet just by being that energy and vibrating love. Whoop. Gotcha.
Grateful. Just
Yes.
awful grateful.
Well, instead of thank you and I appreciate you, which are nice, today we talked about it, and to me, what resonates a lot more is the gratefulness. Yeah.
And with that said, we will talk a little about the seventh tone, the resonant tone. So that's this place between we were just talking about. Channel, inspire, attunement. The quote, 7 has its unique symmetry relation to 1 and 13, the alpha and the omega of the mind number harmonic. So at the center of the pattern, 7 represents the magic by which the whole holds together. Humans are resonant beings. Whatever energies we are exposed to, we have the ability to resonate with or vibrate at like frequency with. Notice, for example, how our moods can be influenced by the channel on the radio and the emotional, physiological, or mental states which are evoked by the music's vibration. By accessing keen perception of energies and vibrations, we can be more selective of what we bring into our field of play. This discernment directs us to find our own state of right alignment within any situation, as well as surround ourselves with what inspires us. Our mystic power is the strength of our personal attunement. The power of 7 is demonstrated as the central mystical channel by the 7 energy centers known as chakras, which resonate through the conduits of our human spines. From our base survival center to our highest crown illumination center, each chakra is a sensitive receptor and transmitter. The cumulative vibration of the 7 chakras determines our being's frequency at each moment. As creative channels, we bring spirit into matter according to the frequencies we are attuned to. When we encounter the 7th chamber of the 13-day wave spell cycle, resonant imparts, vibration creates resonant structure, which is felt and perceived on many levels. Acknowledge the frequencies you are surfing at any given moment. Exercise your ability to assist others vibrationally. Allow inspiration to move through the sacred corridor. Be directed. Follow the frequencies that serve you. Attune your vessel. Wow. Hear it again and again. It's probably like the 200th or 300th time I've read that, and I always get something a little bit different out of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And kind of what I received from that, it's also a continuum of what I was saying with Skywalker, but it was also the discernment. You know, there's certain people that maybe we resonate with for a while, and then we have a bigger awareness, or our frequency changes, and we're like, gee, you know what? I just don't feel like hanging out with that person anymore. So that's discernment and being able to say, you know what? I'm just going to step away and
And not a judgment thing, because that didn't work for a lot. It's worked a lot better not judging than it
yeah,
has judging.
yeah,
And it's not a judgment thing. It's just your vibration goes to this, and other beings will either raise their vibration to be there, or they'll be repelled by it. And that's all good. That's you creating your reality.
yeah. And then you have new friends, a new reality, right? or not new reality, but at that new frequency, let's
Call
say.
that creality.
Yeah.
A created reality.
And I want to say
Creality.
about judgment was like a judgment would be, let's see, your vibe is bringing me down. It's a little bit low, and I'm like vibing over here, and so that would kind of be maybe not the most
If you're
direct.
thinking that, just go into your vibe and be there.
Yeah.
Try not to
The
direct that
most
out.
direct, kind way.
Can't say I haven't been there. Okay.
Yeah.
So today, as we mentioned, is a root chakra day. So the root chakra mudra is the palms there down by the root, and the mantra is Haram. Okay. Red resonant Skywalker. I channel in order to explore.
I channel in order to explore.
Inspiring wakefulness.
Inspiring wakefulness.
I seal the output of space.
I seal the output of space.
With the resonant tone of attunement.
With the resonant tone of attunement.
I am guided by the power of life force.
I am guided by the power of life force.
Mm-hmm. The quote down below, thinking layers are strata in the ocean of consciousness that interpenetrate the different dimensions. All right, Yu Yi Jing today. Oh, thank you. So continuing on with the Yi Jing. Oh, what is it today? Continuing, or the old way of saying it was enduring. Enduring. Consider a flowering plant, its new leaves stretching open, reaching for the life-giving sun, its roots anchoring deep into the earth, drawing sustenance into itself. As if prompted by an invisible imperative, it forms its blossom and develops its fruit. In time, its flower magically unfolds, inviting response to its sensual delights of color and scent. Nature, in turn, participates in pollinating and thereby furthering the development of the wondrous seed hidden within the fruit. Soon after this cooperative celebration of life, the plant concentrates the total of its energies into the ripening fruit and maturing seed. In the end, as the plant declines and rests, perhaps terminating itself, the seed detaches and falls to the earth, continuing the perpetuating mystery of existence. The Chinese say of this hexagram, when we examine the continuance of things, the natural tendencies of heaven and earth can be seen. Herein lies the secret of eternity. The time requires a regard for continuing traditions and enduring values. Look within for character traits that are self-perpetuating and self-renewing. New goals can be reached through relying on that which has endurance and consistency in your nature. Act out the laws of your inner self. Trust the inherent correctness of your instincts as you go about your business. In this way, you will meet with success. Social customs will offer assurances and support because of their very endurance. Continuing in traditions that are the understood basis of social interaction will now bring order, unity, and a deep sense of security to you and your community. This does not mean a blind dogmatism to arbitrary social institutions, but rather an adherence to foundations that support the growth of sound and smooth working systems in life. In business and political affairs, pay particular attention to the support of policies that have proved themselves useful. This is not the time to change methods of operation for the sake of change. Instead, it is a time to make these methods work with new trends in thought, Success now comes through continuing movement toward long-standing objectives, objectives that are harmonious with a well-ordered life. Personal relationships will now develop most comfortably within the structure of enduring social institutions such as marriage or family. The ceremonies and customs that spring from tradition will bring joy and security into your life. At the same time, your relationship should have direction and should grow and adapt to the times. Continuing traditions will create a superstructure for a flowering relationship, as a trellis for a vine. Never should they become rigid limitations. In its static form, continuing suggests the need to develop continuity and unity within the self. The lower trigram sun, with its steady, penetrating efforts, gives direction to Chen, movement above. This direction determines all behavior and should be consistent and principled. Undisciplined movement at this time will lead you away from your goals. Listen to your inner voice. Look to enduring values.
I kind of encompassed all the things we talked about. Had heaven on earth. It had about relationships. It had about moving into this different state of being and the continuum and growth that happens within that. And yeah, there's so much there. And that's our theme for the next 4 days. And
Continuing. Yes.
Yeah. Starting today. So what's today? Saturday?
Yeah. Saturn day.
So Tuesday, it'll be our last day of that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, may you enjoy your glorious, sunny, beautiful day.
Yeah, we went a little longer, guys. Thanks for being with us today. Yeah, we're about 4 minutes longer than usual.
We talked slower today.
We talked a little slower today. We're out in nature's studio, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're looking to get in touch with us, it's Darlene and Michael Turner at gmail.com. Our teacher, the gentleman who shared this wonderful system with us, who knows so much more, has been studying it for many, many years, is QuintonJFast at gmail.com. And if you just want to do it on your own, lawoftime.org is a good place to start. Thank you all for being, and we look forward to being with you again soon. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.